Jumbo fellow adventurers, it's Mike Dooley here with the Spiritual Tune-Up to help you understand some otherwise confusing metaphysical principles, bringing them down to earth so that you can thrive as you were born to do. And today's question is along those lines. It's one of my absolute favorite talking points. I've hit on it briefly from time to time. Mike, are we really here being pushed on to greatness? Okay. Mike, what is pushing us? Our will? Our thoughts of joy, pushing us to experience it further. I remember a neighbor of mine once said at a Christmas party, who didn't know what I do for a living, write and speak about the nature of reality. She said, I found your website. I'm like, oh, yeah? And she goes, wishful thinking. Oh my God, what an incredible insult. She's still my neighbor, and I love her. No problem. But I get it. When somebody like me comes along, like you're pushed on to greatness, your thoughts become things, all things are possible. You have default settings through the roof to thrive. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm sure you're here to make me feel better, Mike. By the way, thanks for the comments. Cough is getting better. It's a sinus infection, and this is the tail end of it. So, I'd rather be doing these and cough than not doing them at all. So I hope you don't mind. Thank you for your indulgence. Back to the point. I get that a lot of what I teach, and perhaps other people teach, just sounds too good to be true. But isn't life too good to be true? And haven't you noticed what put me onto this realization of our inclination to succeed, that we are pushed on to greatness every day, was was noticing that so many of my negative, fearful thoughts never come to pass. Oh my gosh, it does seem worse, but it's not. I've been to the doctor 5 times in 2 weeks, okay? And first it was a cold, then it was this. They did all the tests, So many of my fears have not come to pass. So many of the things that I dreaded, so many of the things I was negative about, so many of the things I've worried about have not come to pass. And that made me realize a thought is not a thought. Now, I know that sounds a little weird, but all of our thoughts look to align with the nature of reality. And the nature of reality is that you're not here with a 50-50 fair shot, succeed or bomb, succeed or bomb. If it was succeed or bomb, you would have bombed out a long time ago. We never would have gotten to this point in the evolutionary march to dominion over all things. The thing is that we live in a world where we are of God, by God, pure God, not a God of religion, but a God of love and joy and creativity and eternal expansion. And so we are like these God particles rolling like thunder throughout eternity, looking to grow and experience love in brand new ways. We're not here looking to experience failure in brand new ways. We're not here looking at being miserable in brand new ways. We're not here looking for a 50-50 shot of good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. That's kooky tunes. That makes no sense in the scheme of life's utter beauty and magnificence, right? It's just like, it just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting more beautiful. Life takes care of life. There's symbiotic relationships. When people die, they go to a better place. There's love at every single turn in our lives. It's not this 50-50 soup, which would be trash, which would be broken, which would not interest us in coming here. So when you look at it in terms of truth, look at what's going on. Haven't everything I said, hasn't it borne out to your physical senses, the beauty that's absolutely everywhere? It's pure God everywhere. Do we find ugly? Yes, of our own creation when we're out of sync with truth. That's part of the challenge. And nobody can be made less for what happens in time and space, because this is the greater dream. This is not the greater reality. So when you get that you're of God, by God, pure God, here to rock and roll, and you see that you have been exploring, you sense you've been exploring and becoming ever more since, well, time's an illusion, then you realize thoughts in alignment with this nature of reality, this truth that I'm expressing, those thoughts become things. I love life. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm powerful. Sure, every single day you see it. Thoughts in alignment with truth. See, many people don't think there is a truth. Many people think everyone has a different kind of truth. There goes your power. Okay, there is a truth. It is benign. It is supportive. It is all about love. Thoughts in alignment with absolute truth become things quite quickly. Thoughts out of alignment with truth. God is angry. People are jerks. I'm stupid. I'll never make it. I can't do it. Life's not fair. All of those crazy thoughts do not align with who you really are, nor with where you really are. That's why you can worry your heart sick for nothing. You can think negative thoughts, and most will never see the light of day. I'm not encouraging that. But I'm saying you don't have to fear the fear. You don't have to worry that you worry, as I've said many times before. I'm getting to the answer of the question, how is it, or is it even true, that we are that we are pushed on to greatness every single day? It is our innate being that knows no other way, like the mighty oak tree, year after year, decade after decade, century after century, and some millennia after millennia. Many trees are many thousands of years old. Cypress trees in Florida, we've got a few of them, 3,000 years old. They eternally grow. It's not 50-50. They grow, they fall down, they grow, and they wobble, and they grow, and they break. It's like their innate nature is just expansion and glory. And this is what your innate nature is. And this is why it is so fair and true to say it's as if you are pushed on to greatness every day. There's a metaphor there as well, as if God or the universe is pushing you. That just helps us put our mind around it. But you are so innately inclined and born to inevitably and ultimately always prevail. We can say it's as if you're pushed on to greatness every day. This is your nature. Your life is proof of it right now. You can look at your life. If life was fair, 50-50, for every high there's a low, for every blue there's a yellow, for every green there's a red. If life was 50-50, you would smile half as often. You would smile half the time and frown the other half. You would cry and you would laugh the same amount. You would have friends as much as you are utterly alone. You would have clarity as much as you are utterly confused. You would have money as much as you are utterly broke. If life was fair. But you have blown the lid off of all of those. You smile more than you frown. You laugh more than you cry. You have health more than you're sick. You have friends more than you're alone. You have money more than you have none. Your whole life, you've blown the lid off of it by 10,000 times. Humanity with their heads in the sand. We still have space stations, DNA technology, and smartphones. It's like we're killing it. We're killing it even though we're stupid with regard to the nature of reality. And I say that with a lot of love in my heart. See the obvious. Okay, you are born to thrive. You're thriving now in spite of yourself. You're thriving now, we all are, in spite of knowing the truth. And yet we still blast the lid off of it. Can you imagine where this is going? Ultimately, life on earth will just be this oasis of harmony, splendor, non-competitive, totally cooperative, totally inclusive, totally diverse, where different strengths are being added to the mix, so that where you're weak, somebody else comes and covers you. When they're weak, you come and cover them. And we thrive. And that might sound like I'm taking like some kind of political view. Is that socialism or we one for all or communism? It's like, no. It's all about individualism adding to the collective. It's about individual responsibility making the collective this incredible mesh of invincibility, where we all look out for each other, we all thrive, we're all rewarded, we're all happy. We see that service and love and play are what we were missing all along. And we turned it into competitiveness and finger pointing and name calling and all that other stuff. So when you strip it away, you realize it's as if your positive thoughts are at least 10,000 times more powerful than your negative thoughts. You realize that we have these tidal waves of joy that are unstoppable. You realize, and this is being facetious, you've probably heard me say this before, that life is not fair. It is so not fair. The cards are stacked in your favor. It's like we're all cheating every single day and we don't even know it. It's like you won the lottery millennia ago, but you haven't stopped to look at your ticket. You're so busy buying more tickets and reacting to your physical senses. Pause, chill, celebrate. You're covered. Everything's golden. You have the Midas touch. You're pushed on to greatness every single day. You can worry and those thoughts aren't going to get in the way. You can have fear and pity parties as long as you're still positive and show up with baby steps. You're going to hit a home run. This is the real nature of reality. This is who you really are. This is how I can say you are born with default settings through the roof, because you are God Almighty. And God Almighty didn't come here with a 50-50 shot of failure or success. God is going to succeed every single time. You are going to succeed every single time. And what seems like failure is always temporary. It's a leg up to a higher realm than you could have ever imagined prior to the so-called failure or seeming setback. All right, favorite talking points on deck today. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to this. Please ask your questions below. Please do not mind my coughing. I think thinking about it and talking about it made it worse there for a little while. Sometimes that happens. No contradictions. I'm onward, higher, into the light every single day, as are you. Maybe I'll talk about sicknesses and colds, although I have touched on that before. Tomorrow, some of you have pointed out some good things. Something's being missed. You're not seeing something clearly. Oh, I totally know that that's true. I'm learning just like you, and I appreciate these opportunities where I get to share so much. Thank you very much. Ask your questions down below. And thank you, everybody, for visiting. Solomon, Diana, Mark, Saray, if I said that right, Helen, Danielle, Jeb, Danny, Dianita La Minta. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. Life Coach Martinez. Okay, everybody. Astrid, glad you're here. Hasta pronto.